Hi everyone, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of Final Fantasy XIV Online, running on PlayStation 5. Okay. We're given our duties. The recommendations list displays quests or duties currently available in your area. Oh wait, I think I've read this. Alright, we just came to this area, right? So let's Zudiro has a profitable proposition for you. Greetings, adventurer. If you have a moment to spare, I have a proposition that's guaranteed profitable and legitimate. Both. Tell me, do you know what a piest is? It's a scalekin that looks like a snake, except it gets around on 4 legs. The creature want to petrify their prey with their dreadful gaze before moving in for the kill. I want to get my hands on their eyes of the serpent, they're called, and I need someone who knows how to handle deadly wildlife to do the procuring for me. If you could slay some of these beasts and bring me 4 of their eyes, I'll see to it you're well rewarded. Meowmurai, I presume? Aye, Momodi said to expect you, so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nary a day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. They keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own, and that's why I've asked Momodi to send me any souls looking for work. 12 know there is plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you're ready to make some use of yourself. Trousers and trousers. Fine day to you, adventurer. My name is Totanoa, and I am in charge of assigning local leave quests here at Horizon. You are come at the behest of Eustace, are you? Excellent. Allow me to set you on your first task. It shall be a simple one, mind you, before I commit you to undertake official duties. It's essential that you prove yourself of sound body and mind. Take a moment to review the task outlined in this guild leave. Do you believe it within your capabilities? Accepting guilds, it's windows on top of windows. Speaking with the local distributor of guild leaves, known as a leave meet, will bring up a list of available leave quests. Highlight a quest to display its objectives and select accept to add the quest to your journal. The leave allowances are required to accept leave quests. You will be granted 3 leave allowances every 12 hours Earth time, up to a maximum of 100. You may accept as many as 16 leave quests at once. Was what PS crave? Well, it's well documented that PS prefer Lalafallen meat to that of the other 4 races. Various opinions on the reasons behind this have been long debated, and with the most widely accepted being that the squat, rotund build of the Lalafell makes them easier to swallow whole. Seeing that a majority of Ul'dah, the population, is made up of Lalafels, this makes the hills of Thanalan a perfect feeding ground for the giant scalekin, and this is why the brass blades are constantly seeking volunteers to travel the hills and slay the creatures before they find their next meal. Okay, what's the objective? Marvelous! Word of warning, when near death, PS are wont to flee to their kin. Slay the beast quickly lest you become a meal for its mates. Open your journal under duty in the main menu and begin the selected leave quest by pressing the initiate button. When a soft-skinned PS feels overmatched, it will flee the battle. If it reaches a certain distance, then another soft-skinned PS will appear. The leave quest objective can be more easily achieved by slaying the fleeing leave quest or the fleeing creature before it is joined by more of its kind. Initiating leave quest. To initiate a leave quest, first open your journal via the duty section of the main menu, or by pressing J on your keyboard. Next, select the leave quest to bring up a detailed description of its objectives and its rewards. Clicking on the map button will show the approximate location of the lead quest objectives, though you can initiate a lead quest at any time while in the corresponding area. It is recommended that you wait until you are close to the objective before doing so. This will increase your chances of becoming eligible for completion bonuses. Once you have arrived, open the journal and select the lead quest and click on the initiate button to begin your duty. I mean, why is it so much different than doing all the other stuff? It seems unnecessary. Fafulupa requires your aid in apprehending a thief. Most dire happenings are afoot. A most grave and treacherous trespass. Some unprincipled knave has been flinching supplies from the storeroom. In order to apprehend this morally challenged rapscallion, I have procured 4 iron leg traps. To be completely honest, however, I'm not entirely certain how these things work. Would you be so kind as to set them for me? Once you are done, please report to my fellow brass blade, Chechizan. He'll want to know that his traps are being put to proper use. That dead end will like you to deliver a message to Copperbell Mines. It so happens that I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste. And I do mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product, and my latest order has yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, this could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I paid my main man in advance for his services, despite his assurances that it would be a simple affair. I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperbell Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I cannot afford any further delay. Well, my traveler, might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Ah, do not tell me this is your first visit to the shop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. Okay, what am I doing? Stuff. All sorts of stuff. Get your ability to handle various. Complete on the trial. He'll leave. I don't on the map at this time. Why? I got the map just fine. What's the problem? Here, huh? It's not set to here? I thought I just set my 8th rate already. I didn't really want to set it here, but okay. Fine. Thankfully, we can travel from point to point, so it's not too terribly big of a deal. Windows on Windows. When you initiate a leave quest, you will be given the opportunity to adjust its difficulty. The greater the difficulty setting, the higher the level target enemies will be. Difficulty also affects completion rewards. Leave quest difficulty can be lowered at any time during the course of the duty by selecting the quest name in the duty list and selecting difficulty. Please note that leave quest difficulty cannot be raised once the duty has been initiated. Recommend level +3. +4, yeah, sure. And then another window on top of a window after you've already activated the... Jesus Christ, do you guys know how these games need to be played? It's like, my mission is active. How about this window on top of this window? Oh, Jesus, leave me alone. Put all this stuff on before my mission starts. When all leave quest objectives have been completed, you will be given the option to return immediately to the issuing leave meet and collecting your reward. Yeah, I can probably walk there myself, it's fine. Thank you for offering, though. Why did I set my home point if you're offered just to send me back to the leave point? Yeah, first time tutorials, it's like, just give me all the tutorials, and then let me do the quest. Start the quest. Oh, by the way, there's another tutorial with a giant button on your screen. About to leave for the finish the tutorial? How about another tutorial about about something else that should have been covered in the tutorial? Of course you triumphed. Here's your well-earned reward. Bonus speed of completion. Okay, you got stuff. You got amateur's duckbills, which apparently suck. Given your stellar performance, I see no reason to deny you our official leaves. An industrious individual like yourself could earn a great deal of coin here in Horizon. Okay, now do all the other stuff that I want to do. You've set up traps up. You've set those traps up for Fufulupa, have you? Excellent. Perhaps now we'll see who those balls in a knapsack. Are those my leg traps in the front of the gate? Trader's Chocobo could step right into that and lose a foot. I better disarm those things before someone of import is horrifically injured. Yes, I know you're just following orders. It's Fufulupa, you see. He certainly means well, but disaster follows the man like a behemoth chasing a butterfly. do you want? Dadaden's product? He can send all the notices he likes, but it won't change a thing. The concern has closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. It's a goddamn shame, too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. Toward Whisperer at Copperbell Mines has lost his mining tools. Avenger, please, a moment if you would. Do you mean to go into the mines? I fled from my life when goblins came, and now only realize that I left my tools behind. Please, you must retrieve them for me. My sharpened pickaxe, my old hammer, and heavy sledgehammer. Without them, my life is as good as over. A drunken stag needs someone to retrieve the raw nanashite he dropped outside the mines. The product you heard Dadaden going on about is a valuable gemstone known as raw nanashite. I managed to dig up a goodly amount just before the mines were closed off, actually. Packed it up and hauled it out, even. But then them 12 damned goblins came along. Not like any goblins I'd seen before, and hungry for the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstones, so I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torturers had their hands full excavating the mines, so they ignored the beasts. Even now, they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, Ren, if you're willing to face the goblins, would you bring me my nanashite? No, oops. God bless you, you found them. Ah, my beauties. I thought I'd lost you forever. Mining's all I've ever done. It's all I know. With Copperbell, what is now, it's time to move on elsewhere. But with my tools, I just couldn't. I can't thank you enough, friend. You've done more for me than you could ever know. How did you fare, friend? Did you find the raw nanotite? Beautiful, isn't it? Rarer than many stones and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nanasha ul Nasha, who once ruled as the Sultana. This should save Danadin from his troubles, if there's enough left. There's far less here than what I found. Reckon those goblins made a meal of the stuff. Bloody waste. Wait, do I already have something? No, it's not any better than what I have. Well, I'll take the money then. Drakenstein wishes to repay for your kindness with some useful information. You'd like a chance to make some money, right? Then I know just how I can repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun midges have been harassing travelers along the road connecting Horizon to here. It's gotten so bad that the brass blades have started paying folks to keep the roads clear. If you find it hard to believe that swarms of tiny midges could be so troublesome, then you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by one. They've already been some terrible accidents. Do your part and slay a few swarms. After that, let Fufulupa know. He'll reward you for your trouble, and maybe even offer you some more work. Now it's 4 eyes of the serpents I want. Slay as many PS as it takes to procure them. The eyes! My thanks, adventurer. What do you mean? What do I mean to do with these things, you ask? Why, sell them, of course. They may not look like much at first, but if you dip them in a alchemical concoction, they transform into beautiful red gemstones. These gemstones happen to fetch a handsome price in Gridania. PS aren't found in the Black Shroud, you see. As a merchant, it's my job to know such things. Strength and dexterity. Greetings and salutations, adventurer. To what do I owe this? What? You've slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there's much and more you can do to help here. Class quest rewards. There are some actions which only can be learned by completing specific class quests. For example, the ranged lancer weapon skill piercing talent is acquired by completing the lancer's guild quest, available at level 15. Yes, well, I have to go back to Ula if I want to do that. Fufulupa wants you to track down a missing courier. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leofric is stationed there. Ever since he was transferred, we've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive a reply. And so I fear that the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. She must have made it to Central Thanaland, or the brass blades that patrol the roads between here and the Scorpion Crossing would have seen something. But if she made it as far back as Blackbrush Station, she would have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest you focus on your search on the road to Blackbrush Station in Central Thanaland. Good luck. With luck, you will find her quickly. Chichison, a brass blade in Horizon, has asked for an unoccupied adventurer. Looking for a task to fill your evening, adventurer? I may have just the thing if you're not feeling squeamish. Here's the job. I need you to draw 4 bottles worth of blood from the mongrels that roam to the south of here. Once you have enough, take the foul fluid to a brass blade by the name of Nonozo. You should find him somewhere along the road out of Horizon, bemoaning his terrible fortune, no doubt. Happy hunting. Must be doing the same quest. Love to do the thing. What do you want with me then? Is this mongrel blood? Thank the gods, now I can finally head back to Horizon. Mongrels are the natural enemy of most other predators, you see. Throw their thick blood into a fire, and the resulting stench will send beastkin fleeing for malms around. Makes light work of our patrols, as long as we have a steady supply of the nasty stuff. And I'll wager you can guess which brass blade picked the short straw to kill mongrels this time around. But thanks to you, I'm off to enjoy a hot meal and a tankard. Maythal's golden halls await you in the afterlife. Oh, that's right. Let's search for that person in that line. Huh? A letter? Aye, I've got Fufalupa's missive right here. I won't be delivering it anytime soon, though. I got to tend my bird's injured leg first. Even the most minor cuts can fester if ignored. Fufalupa sent you, right? If this is a pressing matter, why don't you take it the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Blackbrush Station to the northeast. Look for the tents by the river. Quest there? Let me grab the quest. Zezada needs someone to procure hammer beak ribs. Looking to help out around the station, are you? Well then, how about hunting some hammer beaks? We just received an order from Estame's lapidaries for silver ingots. They need to make ceremonial silverware, or so I'm told. However, we've been instructed to refine the ore by melting it in a furnace lined with a layer of bone ash. Since we don't normally smelt silver this way, I've long neglected to restock our supplies of hammer beak ribs. Alas, there's no time for me to order more. If you would slay several of the fiends and take their bones to Berenger in my stead, I'd be forever grateful. They're all over the place over here, huh? I told her, sir, I told her. What the hell is that incompetent little runt doing anyway? Rare as orders like this may be, we should always be keeping hammer-beak ribs on hand. Well, I'll be damned. Guess the girl found a way after all. Thanks for the help, venturer. Don't quite understand it myself, but them fellas straight said to do it the old way, even though we could be using shards to refine silver faster and cheaper. Well, it ain't my guild, so that's how they want it. Just goes to show that the Montagers Guild has more money than it knows what to do with. God's what I wouldn't do to have that kind of problem. Ether? Yeah, sure. Stuff's expensive. The Zed is desperately seeking someone to recover stolen coffers of gemstones. You there, help me. A mischief of Kikadin has stolen our cargo. The thieving rats love anything that sparkles, and they've made off with several coffers of precious gemstones. The overseer may flay me alive if he finds out. I beg you, help me get the gemstones back. The Kikadin fled to their lair to the southwest. Follow the tracks and you're bound to find them. Honestly, I kind of forget that I'm playing this on a PS5. Like, it's very much the PC experience if you have a mouse and keyboard. It's kind of a pain that you have to plug in your, you have to re-plug in your mouse every single time you want to play the game, every single time you want to start the game, because if you leave it plugged in, for some reason it doesn't detect the mouse until you plug it back in, until you reseat it. So, minor annoyance, but, you know, I don't think Sony's in any rush to fix that. You're back. Please tell me you've retrieved the gemstones. Considering how few people have mouse and keyboard set up on their PlayStation. Bless you thrice over, adventure. Thanks to you, my hide will remain intact. It's hard to believe that the Kikadin used to be honest merchants. Some of them even lived in Ul'dah. But then the beastmen were banished from the city, and the Kikadin lost their livelihood. Some turned to thieving and other petty crimes to survive. It's a sad tale, but it's sadder Still, that most of the citizens couldn't care less. I couldn't care less either. I'm one of those citizens. I'm just here for the experience. Look at this thing. Man. I've been away from this game for so long. I'm like, there's so much stuff that everybody has. But it's fun to be back here again. The early levels are so fun. Just passing through, or will you be staying a while? The Foolbus sent you all this way because of a late letter? The boy is far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. The Brass Blades don't give a Kirkin sauce about this settlement. No one in Ulda does. All here have been forsaken, adventurer. The refugees, the protectors, and you will be too if you're seen associating with us. Thank you for the letter. Now for your own good, leave. Amal, we're going to need your help to end the machinations of vile bandits. Thank the gods you're here, adventurer. You must help us. The other day, I spied bandits from the Quiveron Manse selling gemstones to smugglers, and not just any gemstones, raw nanashite. With that kind of wealth, they could purchase finer arms than the Sultan Sworn. After that, they'd surely seek revenge on the people of Lost Hope for defying them in the past. They'd slaughter Leofric and anyone else who fought back, and they'd have their way with me and the other women. Sniffle Sob, spare us the horrible fate, adventurer. I beg of you, Sob. Steal the nanashite from the Quiveron Manse and bring it to me. Was it level 12? Blaves of Lost Hope is worried for a friend fallen ill. You look as if you put a few beasts down in your days. Would you mind putting down a few more? A friend of mine has taken ill, and I simply must have gigantode secretions from the liver of toxic toads to treat him. 2 vials would suffice. You can find the nasty creatures in the unholy hair. Do me this favor, I beg you. My friend will die without treatment. Please. What if your friend's a jerk? Maybe he deserves to die. I thought I told you to get out of here. What, looking for a chance to do some good? I guess I can't force you to leave. Damn stubborn adventurers, the lot of you. Fine then, listen well. A band of outlaws has taken up residence in the Quiveron Manse on the ridge to the south. Their leader has styled himself heir to Elonde Quiveron, the syndicate member who died in the calamity. The Baron and his cronies are not more than a pack of jackals. They prey on the people of Lost Hope, robbing them of what little they have. I myself cannot act without endangering the refugees, as they know my face and will retaliate against Lost Hope. You, however, are not known to the bandits or their allies. If you wish to help us, then deal with the Baron. More quests. Don't suppose you'd be willing to do a favor for a miner down in his luck, would ye? Rumor is a man named Barringer at Blackbrush Station is looking to take on miners. I'd go see him myself, but my wife's taken ill and needs attended to. If you'd be so kind as to take my application to this Barringer fellow, I'd be in your debt. Is there anything else in here? No, not yet. I think there must be some other quests later. Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Final Fantasy XIV Online, running on PlayStation 5. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.